Hey guys, it's finally here, the new Acceleracers theory video. I know you've been waiting for it, so let's dive straight in. Now, for a theory that hasn't really been touched out by any English YouTubers of my knowing, and I think it's kind of an important one. Taro, Kurt, Marky, and even Vert weren't the first one chosen by Tesla, even though they were the best. 3 of them were leaders, and one was the brother of a world-renowned driver. And he wasn't bad himself. So why didn't Tesla call them? He really needed the best to win the realms, but he still waited till the other drivers were all gone. Why didn't Tesla call Taro, Kurt, Marky, and Vert first? Of course, the answer I hear the most often is the lab rats theory, the theory that suggests the other drivers were only test rats. But even if Tesla may act like someone who doesn't care about human lives, I don't think it totally fits with his character. Now, remember that the Deku and the Mater Maniacs were only there because the original crew was called. So the reason Nolo, Torque, Karma, and the others weren't called is because Tesla simply didn't know about them. They were illegal racers, street racers. Tesla would have never known their true potential. Now, with that out of the way, let's list them one by one and see what was the reason they weren't chosen first. First up, let's start with Kurt. Well, if you look at his background, it becomes kind of obvious. He didn't trust Tesla. He cheated and was undercover for Gala Rome herself during the whole world race. Plus, he got involved into a business deal. So you can easily understand that he was not a first choice. Next up, his brother Marky.
No, the name is Wild.
Wild, I mean. He was a pretty good driver, always competing with his brother. But why not him? Well, like Kurt, he did some business deal. And he even got into prison. Tesla needed someone he could trust. A man who just got out of prison isn't the best candidate. Next, Taro. Now, Taro was one of the best drivers of the world race and Acceleracers. If the world race was a bit more about racing skills than luck, he would have won easily for sure. So why not call him? I mean, you couldn't get better than him. Now, the reason I have are a bit more absurd than the others. It's actually the hardest one. Maybe Tesla couldn't contact him for some reasons, but that's not very plausible. What's most plausible would be that because of the breaking up of Taro and Lani, there was a sort of unease between them. And because Tesla is Lani's father, he didn't call him. You can see this video if you want to know how I arrived to this conclusion. I know it's far-fetched, but it's the most plausible I've found. But if you have any other ideas, just comment down below. Now, the last one, Vert Wheeler. Vert Wheeler was a pretty good driver. I said was. And he was the winner of the world race. Why not choose him first? This one can actually be explained thanks to the ending of Ultimate Race. Because Tesla had run away from the Silencers, he didn't want to take any risk to be found. And because Vert's father was the leader of the Silencers, it was way too risky to call him first. But as Tesla saw how hard the realms were, he knew he had to call the best drivers. He had to take risks. If this theory proves to be all true, then it would actually prove that the story was deeply thought, even before it was written. So all these theories may not be in vain, my friends. Let's keep theorizing, let's keep finding new details. Because even if the series had been out for now 15 years, we are still finding new details even to this date. If the story was so simple, as some of you may say, why would we be theorizing and finding new details? This community isn't dead. So let's theorize together. Let's find new details and let's keep our Hot Wheels spirit going. Because together, we have a race to finish. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, you can leave a like, subscribe for more content like this one. You can join our Discord server down in the description. Plus, my friend Casey just opened a new server for racing games and car fans. So if you want to play with other gamers, share your car arts, and talk with them, then come and join us on his server. See you in the next one. Ciao.